Hello everyone, this is Pragya Pandey from RAO'S Academy for Competitive Exams Bhopal, and this is a special series on daily news review. Before moving any further, do hit the like button and subscribe our channel so you don't miss any update. Without wasting any time, let's see what is in the news. Joint military exercise X Vajraprahar 2022 commenced at Baklo, Himachal Pradesh between the Special Forces of India and US. This is the 13th edition of the joint exercise that aims to share best practice and experience in areas such as joint mission, planning and operational tactics. Electricity Amendment Bill 2022 that is currently in the news and is being criticized by experts and is facing a lot of protests from different states like Tamil Nadu, Telangana, Rajasthan, Punjab, etc. Let's understand what is in the bill. The bill was introduced in Parliament to amend the Electricity Act 2003 that regulates the electricity sector in India. The bill seeks to allow the entry of private companies into the electricity distribution sector, and it enables more than one power distributor in an area. The bill also seeks to amend the Section 14 of the Electricity Act 2003 to facilitate the use of distribution network by all licensed under the provision of non-discriminatory open access with the object to enabling competition. The bill also enhances the efficiencies of distribution licenses for improving services to consumer and ensuring sustainability of the power sector. The bill also includes insertion of Section 60A to enable management of power purchase and cross subsidy in case of multiple distribution license. The politics of Bihar saw another setback where Bihar's Chief Minister Nitish Kumar resigned from his post and ended coalition with NDA. He is likely to take oath as Bihar's Chief Minister again as the leader of Grand Alliance that consists of RJD, Congress and left parties. Let's understand the constitutional position of the Chief Minister. In the parliamentary form of government, the State Council of Ministers is headed by Chief Minister as a real executive authority. They resemble in the formation, functioning and role of the administration. The Constitution provides a broad and general view of the principle of parliamentary system of government in Article 163 and in Article 164. In accordance with Article 164, Clause 1, the Chief Minister shall be appointed by the Governor and other ministers are appointed by the Governors on the advice of Chief Ministers. The leader of party, alliance enjoying majority in State Legislative Assembly holds the position of Chief Minister in the state. According to the Australian Institute of Marine Science report, the highest level of coral cover within the past 36 years have been recorded in the northern and central part of Australia's Great Barrier Reef. Great Barrier Reef is the world's largest and longest coral reef system that is located in Australia. It is a World Heritage Area since 1981. It is also the world's first reef ecosystem to be recorded by the UNESCO. What are corals? Corals are marine invertebrates within the class Anthozoa of the phylum Cnidaria. They typically form compact colonies of many identical individual polyps. Coral reef is an underwater ecosystem characterized by reef-building corals. Reefs are formed of colonies of coral polyp held together by calcium carbonate. Let's understand what is coral bleaching. Coral bleaching is the process when coral turns into the white. Let's understand the process one by one. In the first image that you can see here, it is a healthy coral. Corals have a symbiotic relation with the microscopic algae called zooxanthellae that lives in their tissues. These algae are the coral's primary food source and give them their color. In the second image that you can see, these are the stressed corals. When the symbiotic relation becomes stressed due to increased oceanic temperature or pollutants, the algae leaves the coral tissue. In the third stage, that is also known as the bleached coral, without the algae, the coral loses its major source of food that resulted into them turn into the white and very pale, and it is more susceptible to the diseases. In the census of India, nearly 11 crore tribal people lives in India. They constitute almost 6% of India's population, the second largest number of tribal people in any country in the world. A study published recently titled Indigenous and Tribal People Health 2016 found that India held the inglorious distinction of having the second highest infant mortality rate of the tribal people, next only to the Pakistan. In 2018, the first national report of the state of India's tribal people health was submitted to the government of India by the expert committee of tribal health. Let's understand the key finding of the study. Firstly, the tribal people are concentrated in 809 blocks in India. Such areas are designated as scheduled areas. Half of India's tribal population, nearly 5.5 crore lives outside the scheduled area as a scattered and marginalized minority. They are the most powerless. Second, the health status of tribal people has certainly improved during the last 25 years as seen in the decline in the under 5 child mortality rate from 135 in 1998 in the National Family Health Survey first to 57th in 2014. However, the percentage of excess of under 5 mortality among STs compared to others have widened. Third, child malnutrition is 50% higher in tribal children, 42% compared to 28% in other. Fourth, malaria and tuberculosis are 3 to 11 times more common among the tribal people. Though the tribal people constitute only 8.6% of the total national population, half of the total malaria death in India occurs among them. The fifth, while the malnutrition, malaria and mortality continue to plague tribal people, gradually the more difficult to treat non-communicable diseases such as hypertension and diabetes are worse. Mental health problems such as depression and addiction leading to cancer and suicides are increasing. These threaten the health and survival of the tribal adults. Sixth, tribal people heavily dependent on government-run public healthcare institution. There is a 27% to 40% deficit in the number of such facilities and 33% to 84% deficit in medical doctors in tribal areas. 7. There is hardly any participation of the tribal people locally or at the state or national level in designing, planning or delivering healthcare to them. The most important, the official policy of allocating and spending an additional financial outlay called tribal subplans equal to the percentage of the ST population in the states has been completely flouted by all states. What could be the roadmap? Firstly, launch a national tribal health action plan with a goal to bring the status of health and healthcare at par with the respective state average in the next 10 years. Second, the committee suggested nearly 80 measures to address the 10 priority health problems. Third, the committee suggested allocation of additional money so that the per capita government health expenditure on tribal people becomes equal to the stated goal of the national health policy. The tribal healthcare system is sick and tribal people need more substantive solution. India needs to move from symbolic gesture to substantive promises, from promises to the comprehensive action plan and from action plan to realizing the goal of a healthy tribal people. If actualized, the tribal health mission can be the path to a peaceful health revolution for the 11 crore tribal people. India needs to demonstrate to them that democracy offers a caring solution to their wounds. So this is it for today. Join our batches for UPSC MPPSC Civil Services Examination. Seats are very limited, so hurry up. Thank you for watching this video and do not forget to hit like button and subscribe our channel. Do not forget to comment your valuable feedback. Also follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Links are given below in the description box. Thank you and see you tomorrow.